Right, good evening everybody. As you might tell from the window, it's actually a little bit earlier than evening time, but I thought I would get this message down and the story read just before I have to sort Neve out and get her to bed. I've been really cheeky tonight because I've actually pinched her reading chair, which is somewhere Neve and I like to sit and read a story. Now, before I start our picture book tonight, I will be also doing the start of another book for our Key Stage 2 children, but I also just wanted to give a message to parents because myself and Miss Bell were really talking today, and I think on this third day of us not being in school, we both sort of realised how overwhelming all of this is for the children, for us, for parents, and it's been really difficult to manage because we've had lots of information from parents asking for more work, to do more things. So we've tried to put things out there, but then we also understand that we have lots of parents out there who are still working, who are key workers, and, you know, people who are just still working, who just need a bit of time to take stock. So I've spoken to all of my staff today, and actually for their sanity and for their well-being as well. What I've done is ask them all that tomorrow we have a real focus on mindfulness, on just taking a bit of time, taking a step back. So tomorrow and on Friday there'll be no new work set for the children online. And anything that we post on Facebook or on social media will be either something that they can do or think about or talk about. It's not going to be sort of academic, making progress, that sort of activity tomorrow. And what we want to encourage the children to do is just spend a bit of time being themselves, because in all of this, while we're trying to create classrooms at home and things, just as I am with my child, I think we need to just take a bit of time to listen to the children and, you know, give them time to be children. And I know we'll all be trying to do that, but tomorrow I want you to watch a movie or make a milkshake or a ice cream sundae, whatever it is that you would do to have a nice day with the children inside. Please do that. There's also today on our YouTube site, I've posted a link to a brilliant video that the Young Americans have created for us. That it's a special dance routine that Ashley, who was here last year and this year, and then Alex, who has previously visited, have created. So why not give that a go tomorrow? Why not all get in it together and see if you can master that dance routine? And we'd love to see it. So no pencils tomorrow. It's all about children being children and you enjoying some quality time with your child if you are at home, lucky enough to be at home with them, and if not, just spending some time to just take stock of the whole situation. So you'll have to fast forward this bit. Sorry children who've just had to listen to Mrs. Phelps going on. It's like a normal assembly where I stand up and talk non-stop. So the story I've chosen is a favourite of mine from when I used to teach reception and year one. I always used to love doing this book with the children, and it's called On the Way Home by Jill Murphy, and this one is published by Macmillan. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Claire had a bad knee, so she set off home to tell her mum all about it. There's Claire. On the way home, Claire met her friend Abigail. "Look at my bad knee," said Claire. "How did you do it?" asked Abigail. "Well," said Claire, "there was this very big bad wolf, and it came sneaking up behind me as I passed by, and I tried to make it home for tea, but I screamed for help, and the woodcutter came and chased the wolf away, and the wolf dropped me, and that's how I got my bad knee." "Gosh," said Abigail. Here's all the 4 pictures of her with the wolf. Then Claire met her friend Paul. "Look at my bad knee," said Claire. "How did you do that?" asked Paul. "Well," said Claire, "there was this vast flying saucer, and it came zooming out of the sky and tried to carry me off to a distant planet. But I struggled free and in time, and I fell crashing to the earth far below, and that's how I got my bad knee. Good gracious me. Then Claire met her friend Amajit. Look at my bad knee, said Claire. How did you do that? Well, said Claire, there was a huge, hungry crocodile, and it came lumbering out of the canal as I passed by, and it tried to pull me into the water, but I crammed a piece of wood in its jaws, and it was so cross that it knocked me over with its tail, and that's how I got my bad knee. That's awful, said Amajit. Then Claire met her friend Robert. Look at my bad knee, said Claire. How did you do that? Said Robert. Well, said Claire, there was a big, fat snake, and it came slithering out of the tree, and it wrapped itself around me, and it squeezed and it squashed, but I tickled it until it couldn't stop laughing, and it dropped me, and that's how I got my bad knee. I say, gasped Robert. Then Claire met her friend Nick. Look at my bad knee, said Claire. How did you do it? Said Nick. Well, said Claire, there was a giant hairy gorilla, and it came creeping out of a garage as I passed by, and it tried to drag me away, but I stamped on its toe so hard that it let me fall to the ground with a bump, and that's how I got my bad knee, and I didn't cry. Crumbs, said Nick. Then Claire met her friend Celia. Look at my bad knee, said Claire. How did you do it? Asked Celia. Well, said Claire, there was a gigantic giant, and he came stamping through the houses and picked me up and said, Fee, fi, fo, fum, a tasty girl, my hungry tum. But I punched him on the nose so hard that he let me fall, and that's how I got my bad knee. Well, I never, said Celia. Then Claire met her friend Jonathan. Look at my bad knee, said Claire. How did you do that? Asked Jonathan. Well, said Claire, there was a ghastly ghost, and it came gliding out of a gloomy graveyard as I passed by. It went, ooh, but I ran away so fast that I left it behind, and then I tripped over, and that's how I got my bad knee. Wow, said Jonathan. Then Claire met her friend Hannah. Look at my bad knee, said Claire. How did you do it? Asked Hannah. Well, said Claire, there was a wicked old witch, and she came swooping down from the rooftops and bundled me into her shopping bag, but I broke the bag with my feet and dived out onto the hard pavement, and that is how I got my bad knee. Dear me, exclaimed Hannah. Some of the photos. Claire arrived and her mum came out. Look at my bad knee, said Claire. How did you do that? Asked her mum. Well, said Claire, I was in the playground and I was having such a fun time on the swing when suddenly I fell off. Claire burst into tears. Never mind, said Mum. Come inside and we'll put a plaster on it. She is telling her mum. Is it a very big plaster? Asked Claire. The biggest in the whole box, said her mum. There we are. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm going to stop this video now, and then I'm actually going to decide to pick up my Key Stage 2 book, and I'm going to give that a little read, so you might want to join me for that as well. If not, good night, look after yourselves, and remember my special message at the beginning of this video: have a lovely day tomorrow. Take some time and enjoy something that just makes you all smile. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye.